Deep within the royal house of the Golden Line, a tragedy was born in the forms of Morgitt and Mog. In the age of the Erd Tree, grace was everything, and to be born with the light of gold in your eyes was to be blessed. But nature has a memory of older, more primal things. These twin princes were not born with the smooth skin of gods, but with the gnarled, tangled horns of the Omen. To the Golden Order, these horns were a fell curse, a sign of the primordial crucible that the world had tried to forget. While their parents, Queen Marika and Lord Godfrey, sat upon thrones of light, the twins were stripped of their names. They were shackled in the dark, damp silence of the subterranean shunning grounds, cast into the sewers like filth. They were meant to be the secret that the capital never spoke of. Then came the Shattering. The Elden Ring was broken, and the demigods, the brothers and sisters who had lived in the light, went to war. They coveted great runes. They hungered for power. They abandoned the capital to carve out their own petty kingdoms. But Morgitt did something no one expected. He did not seek revenge on the city that had imprisoned him. He did not harbor bitterness for the mother who had cast him aside. He climbed out of the sewers. Finding the throne empty and his siblings gone, he took up the mantle of leadership. He became the veiled monarch. He knew the people of Lendil would never follow an omen, so he ruled from the shadows, never showing his face, becoming the anonymous protector of the very tree that had rejected him. As the War of the Shattering dragged on, a new threat emerged, the Tarnished. Warriors without grace, returning to the lands between to claim the title of Elden Lord. Morgitt saw them as pillagers, fueled by a meager flame of ambition. To stop them before they could even reach the capital, he created a projection, a phantom of himself. He called this shadow Morgitt, the Fell Omen. He stationed this projection at the gates of Stormvale Castle, acting as a grim gatekeeper. When you met Morgitt on that bridge, you weren't fighting a common monster. You were fighting the desperate, projected will of a king who was trying to save a world that fundamentally hated his existence. He used the Fell Omen title, an insult used against his kind, as a badge of terror, a weapon to extinguish the sparks of ambition in any who dared dream of the throne. The ultimate tragedy of Morgitt, and his shadow Morgitt, is the nature of his loyalty. He is the only demigod who stayed. He is the only one who fought to uphold the laws of the Golden Order when everyone else abandoned them. He guards the entrance to the Erd Tree with a zealot's passion, yet he is the one person the tree will never let inside. He protects the thorns that bar his way. He defends the divinity that calls his blood cursed. He fights with a wooden staff that hides a blade of his own tainted blood, and he summons golden weapons of pure light, the very light that labels him an outcast. When a warrior's blade meets his own, he does not falter as a villain seeking power. He stands as the last true defender of an era that refused to stay alive. He loves the Erd Tree not because it loves him back, but because he knows someone must. He remains the shadow that ensures the light never truly goes out. So, when you see those golden daggers flash in the rain, or hear the heavy thud of that wooden staff on the bridge, remember, you are not just fighting a boss. You are fighting the heavy, broken heart of the only king who refuses to leave his post. Put these withered purpose to rest. He isn't just talking to you. He's telling the world that as long as he breathes, the end has not yet come.